Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Let's Talk Costumes. Today we're going to talk about the Wonder Woman costume as seen in Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, and it's really exciting for me to talk about this. This is the first time we're going to have Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, and other possible people from the Justice League live action for the first time on the big screen. Now obviously this isn't the first time these characters have ever been live action. Specifically Wonder Woman, she did have a TV series played by Linda Carter, and it was a fantastic series, very old school, especially if you go back and look at it now, and she looked the part, looked great. But now we're in a different stage of cinema and storytelling, that it's time for a new Wonder Woman. Plus, this is the first time she's ever been on the big screen. When her costume was first revealed to the internet, it actually sparked quite a bit of debate and controversy, mainly because people immediately said she looked like Xena. I didn't see the resemblance. Now, if you're looking at Xena and Wonder Woman here side by side, yes, of course they have similar attributes. You have the pointed skirt, and you have the breastplate, and you have the armband, and you have tall boots. But when you take them aside and you put a hoplite in the middle of them, really what kind of distance of costume design? How far can you go in a costume design to make it look like a Greek action hero and yet not have it look like Wonder Woman or Xena? So no matter which way you look at it, they are very similar as far as characters and look and everything. However, I don't see a huge resemblance aside from a very surface look. Thankfully, Wonder Woman's costume is seen in statue form and in a couple behind the scenes videos which actually show its true colors, and it is golds and reds and blues, and I think it looks gorgeous. Now, the coolest thing I like about this, from a general perspective, is that the new trend of superhero costumes and hero costumes in general all stand around the whole duplicated raised texture thing. The Man of Steel has chainmail, Batman has some sort of ribbing look to his, and it's all raised. Spider-Man had it, you name it, they've all had it. It's a very popular, the Flash from the new TV series has it. It's a very popular thing to have. Now, Wonder Woman actually has nothing like that. She's very organic, very leather, hard-looking materials, and I think that's the best way to approach it. She's not coming out as a new hero. She's an aged hero, according to the spoilers in the future where her independent movie's coming out. She will be in World War I, so she's been around for a while, and I think that's fantastic, and this costume definitely shows that. So just doing a basic quick rundown of her entire costume and how it matches its comic counterpart. We're starting off the top with the tiara. I think the detail looks amazing. Granted, it's not the same as the simple design as in the Carter days or even some of the earlier comics, but it does have some really unique characteristics that is very, very nice. I like it as a prop piece altogether. It's actually pretty cool. As we're going down here to the corset, it looks like hardened leather. You got the emblem across the front, which has got the whole eagle look to it, which I really, really, really am glad they've kept. And then they have this whole striped corded look to it. And I like it. It's got a nice texture in it itself as opposed to being plain or simple or even just fabric. I love it. Then you have the belt with the WW Wonder Woman aesthetic logo, which again matches the tiara and the eagle and some of the other gold details, and it just looks great. I think it has a really nice look to it. Under that, it's probably one of the coolest pieces of this costume when you're looking at it, and that is the skirt. The pointed skirt does have the whole hoplite dress look to it with the bare legs, but it has a nice texture and layers to it that makes it just a little unique. She does look like she's wearing some sort of booty short or something underneath. But the actual skirt itself is pretty nice. She does have the lasso of truth on her hip. I don't know how they're going to use it in the film, but it is there. It's gold braided, and it looks fantastic. Then you have her bracers, which are probably one of my most favorite pieces of this entire costume. They're metal looking with leather straps and fabric underneath them that wraps around her palms. I think they look fantastic. Now I know typically in the costumes they had just a simple gold bracer where she would block the bullets. I don't know if they're going to go with that method in the film either. That remains to be seen, but I love the design of them. I really, really like them. Now, a lot of the breastplate and all this point up to here really matches the new 52 costume as far as look and how it feels. But the boots is somewhere where they've taken a little bit of difference, and they look fantastic. They even have the single stripe going down the middle of them, which is great. She is wearing a sort of sandal boot with the armor on it. And people have complained about the fact that she's wearing a wedge sole, but so does Black Widow and a few others. Whether that's for a height reason, I'm not entirely sure. I'm sure there's an actual reason for it. And hopefully she can kick butt in those shoes. The next couple pieces here are something that I'm really glad they did as well, and that is the sword and the shield. The shield is super detailed. It's got some great leather and brass and this amazing writing all the way around the round bit of the circle of the shield. It looks great. It's battle hardened and scratches. The whole suit has dents and scratches and beaten up into it. I love it. And then of course the sword in its scabbard strap, which again, I think looks great. It's a simple sword, but it's got some engraving on it. The handle, the hilt looks amazing. It just has so much detail in it. And really, when you pull back and you look at this whole costume, it's got detail. There is detail oozing and history oozing from this costume. So I am very, very happy with it. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below. I think it's a great addition. It sets her apart from the guys, retaining her own kind of character self, you know, as well as being something different, something new, something a little bit more like a warrior, hardened, unlike Batman and Superman, who have very classic costumes. But let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm excited for it. I hope you're excited for it. The next video I'm going to do this little bit of a series in a couple weeks is the Batman costume, so be sure to click here to subscribe if you want a notification when that pops up. Otherwise, stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing, but as always, thanks for watching.